toys you collect the most from retro to right now. Hey, welcome to Farpoint Toys and Collectibles from Retro to Right Now.
That's us. We're Farpoint.
We are. I'm Justin.
I'm Penelope.
We are a toy store in southern New Jersey.
Yeah.
But we also do all kinds of other stuff besides be a toy show.
Yeah,
store.
we're like content creators.
What a fumbling beginning that was.
It's fine. Listen, no one cares. They're here for the Star Wars. They're not here for us.
Content creators. So recently we've come across one heck of a Star Wars collection. We've already done one video about it with kind of like the peripheral and outside weird stuff.
We did an overview of everything.
Yeah.
Really. Literally, we looked in every tub.
But we decided that there's well over 100 carded figures in this collection.
There are 113 vintage carded.
And we realized that even
figures.
after a decade of being toy dealers and thinking we knew a lot, that we don't. We know this is Star Wars. We know the different backs of Star Wars, but you're always learning stuff. There's always new things to learn.
I have learned more about Star Wars figure, card, and loose variants in the last 3 days of Googling and chatting in forums than I have in the last 10 years of... we've been doing this for 12 years.
Shout out to the Imperial Commissary on Facebook
Yes.
for a lot of knowledgeable people.
Yes.
So right now we are live in our VIP Patreon group. You can't see them. You can only see us.
They're here.
But we can see their comments, and they're going to interact with us. You're watching this, if you're not a VIP, on YouTube a few days after the fact. So when we're talking to people and responding to comments, that's because we are live in our Patreon group. If you want to be a Patreon and take part live in
the link is in the description.
Reviews or board games or all the crazy kooky stuff we do. Kooky. Please join our Patreon. Check us out.
Everything he just said.
What else should I touch upon? This is all from one collection.
We got a phone call, and the phone call was, "Hey, I know a guy who wants to sell some Star Wars. Can I give him your number?" He asked me to recommend...
And we were like, absolutely not.
He asked me to recommend some places, and you were the first place that came to mind. Can I give him your number?
Yeah.
And we said, sure, please. And then we got a phone call from the gentleman himself, an older gentleman in his 70s, who started collecting. I think he said 1985 is when he began.
Yep.
Which was a kind of an interesting time to start.
And he just bought everything he saw.
Literally.
That was at clearance. Because at that era of Star Wars, in the mid-80s, 84, 85, things started going on clearance.
Yes.
But like some weird things, which we're going to touch on today.
Yes.
And then he put all this away in tackle boxes and plastic bags.
Literally.
And numbered everything.
Every single piece in this collection is numbered. Its location in the box is numbered. There are 8 tackle boxes that hold between 15 to 20 figures each. And they're all, as you see here, out here on our little turny thing, there's...
Turny thing.
That's
a scientific...
It's the scientific term, yeah.
So,
content creators and turny things, yes.
The gentleman, we made the deal. There was other people in play, but I think we won out in the end. And he wanted to redo his kitchen, so...
I think we got him most of the way there.
Yeah.
Depending on if he wanted... Did he want the Italian marble or...
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Is it actual wood or particle board?
Yeah.
Where are we at there?
Are we going with the cherry wood or the mahogany?
So, there's no rhyme or reason to how we're pulling these out. Honestly, there's 12 backs to
yes.
Jedi. There's Power of the Force and Tri-Logo.
And 2 very special guest stars.
And then a couple things that we when we first saw them, we were like, these are knockoffs, right? Like,
they have to be fake because there's misspellings on the... And the backs look totally crazy. Like, what are these things?
Yes.
Turns out they're not.
They're rare as hen's teeth.
They may as well be bootlegs because of how...
Right.
I think bootlegs are more prevalent than
Spoiler
these.
alert. Not
Well, let's jump right in. You're going to hear a disembodied voice. Hello, disembodied voice.
Hi,
Yes.
That is our production manager and Penelope's sister, my sister-in-law, Selena.
Nice to meet you.
You're right.
You'll be hearing her talking, and she's doing all the camera moves for us.
Yes.
And also, her
else is
partner
there?
in crime is he on camera 3?
He is on camera 3, but he's
Go
kind of
ahead.
sleeping.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Tucker.
Camera 3. Let's Tucker cam.
Tucker.
There he
There's
is.
Tucky. Okay.
That's just in case we need some space filler
and-
or we run out of things to say. We'll just go to that camera and everything is good.
Well, now he wants to be on my lap, which is not happening right now, buddy. Go back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. Go back.
Look up these time.
All right, so let's go to camera 2 and just start getting these.
Yeah,
These are in
what?
plastic baggies, so they're going to react to the light a little different. So we'll pull them out.
Are we pulling everybody out? All 113?
I think maybe the oddball stuff. Like, this is just, not, I hate to say it, but they're just Jedi carded figures.
They're just Jedi.
Carded for 40 years.
I'll tell you.
So there are lots of different card back variations, even on the Kenner figures, which these are all on the table right now. These are all Kenner figures. There's 77 backs. There's, I mean, it
like this has an offer. Free coin as a.
There's so many different kinds of stickers. There's different backs, and the reason they're called different backs is because if you guys don't know, there's different versions. Like this one shows 77.
So when they say a number and they talk about the back, they talk about how many figures are released to that date.
Yes.
Honestly, so 77 is really it for the initial Star Wars run, but it's really 79. They're not counting I believe the first R2 and first 3PO because they kind of got replaced with the sensor scope R2 and the removable limb C3PO. I might be talking absolute garbage and be totally wrong, but boy, do I sound like I know what I'm talking about.
You certainly do. You certainly
authoritative. And then there is the last 17 after those, which is the Power of the Force figures that came out in '85, and then there's droids and Ewoks. I don't think there are any droid and Ewok carded figures.
I did not.
Here.
So the gentleman.
There is last 17.
The gentleman had a very extensive list, and he put these in their tackle boxes in order of what he considered important. And the boxes are labeled 1 through 8. This one is box. This is box 5. We just pulled box 5. We just pulled it out. What do you got there?
I'm just looking at price tags on these. Like for instance, this low grade.
I'm terrified to touch these because
Oh, it's all right.
I don't.
So the card is absolutely beautiful. The bubbles especially on Jedi carded figures, brown over time. It's just a thing that happens.
If you look at all.
But I'm looking at there's a couple price stickers on here.
What I see most prevalent is a Forbidden Planet.
And what's the price on it?
$8.
Wow, $8.
That is an $8.
Oh, that was probably priced after the fact then, because these were reduced to like $1.
That is an $8 Forbidden Planet. Now, Forbidden Planet is a toy store like us.
Yeah, so they got it after the fact.
So there's a good chance that there was an original price tag underneath that.
I don't know how old Forbidden Planet is.
They've been around a long time.
Yeah.
And they've had multiple.
But look how straight and nice that card is.
The fact that you're touching it is like, I don't even.
It's only a low gray.
It's only a low gray.
Only low gray.
Okay. So just in this
I always wondered why low gray wasn't the one with the gray stripes. That's Tebow.
The same reason that Zuckus and Forlom are wrong, in my opinion.
Speaking of, there's a reuse here.
We have.
And look at the bubble in that reuse. So that's a very clear bubble for a Jedi card.
For a Jedi card, yeah, and that's a 77 back, I believe. Yeah, most of these are 77 backs. There's 2 low grays. Is there any difference between them?
I don't think so.
Okay.
There's an odd lot price tag on reuse. What does that one say?
It's not in front of me, so I can't tell.
$2.95, I think.
That's closer to
it says $1.95, and then it's reduced to 99 cents.
This has some creases on it, so it's not a high grade.
It was originally $1.95, and it was reduced to 95.
Some of this is definitely gradable. Some of this we are a toy store. We will be selling some of this.
I like that we're leaning in so far.
Want me to switch cameras?
You can go back to camera 1. Yeah, when we're talking, you can just go back.
We're
gonna
make decisions on this stuff of what should be graded. Probably.
We're kind of doing that initial. This is the initial run.
Like I wouldn't grade this reuse. See the creases on the card.
Yeah.
This I would just sell as a nice. It's funny because the bubble's high grade.
There's just so much amazingness here that I want to grade all of it.
Crush.
Don't.
So this to me would just go in the store like this.
I don't know, man. There's so much.
She wants to keep everything.
I want to grade everything. I just want to grade everything. These 2 this low gray is very nice.
I'm interested to look at. That's a beautiful low gray. The bubble is very clear on this camera too.
I want them to keep everything because then vicariously I have it too.
So those stickers are on the outside of this
plastic
bag. Yeah.
I just feel like
the gentleman was very. I don't want to use the word anal.
This collection was.
He was incredibly organized.
Organized is the word.
Very well curated,
and it was very well curated. That is a great way to put it, Selena. His bubble is very nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice card. I see a little wear on the bottom of the card. But just for instance, that bubble for a Jedi Ewok, that bubble's very clear.
That's very nice. Wow.
And it's very straight.
All right, so who else do we have here? We have 2 low grays that are in similar condition. They're both 70.
It's funny, we have a lot of doubles here.
He's a 65 back.
Oh.
So we have a 65 back versus a 77 back. That's actually a great.
Let's show them.
Yeah. I don't want to put these back in the wrong. Can you remind me that the 77 is B?
Sure.
And the 65.
I'll remember that.
And the 65 is A. Somebody remind me of that.
77 is B. So for those that don't know, this is a good idea of what the differences are.
Did you notice I turned that around and immediately brought it right up to my face? Because that looks funny to me. All right.
Okay.
That looks a little weird to me. I'm not sure
what do you
why.
mean?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just not familiar enough with the 60 however many that is backs.
Well, I'm sure there will be experts.
The offer
in here.
on the bottom looked a little weird to me. What was that a 68 back? Did I say?
65.
65. Thank you. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Meticulous, Tara says.
Absolutely
yes, that's the
meticulous.
word.
That is the perfect.
And there's a 77.
Okay,
and it
well,
actually lists the 77 figures.
It's not a 65B.
Oh, jeez. That's another thing to
It's
do.
not
A, B, and C, just like with
65A.
12 backs. But, yeah, it has an offer on the bottom, which, is more sought after to some people. Sometimes there's offer stickers on things.
This is me. Yeah, this is Palitoy. It's a Palitoy.
Ah.
That's why I thought it looked funny.
What's this?
This is actually a Palitoy.
But not tri-logo.
But not tri-logo.
See, this is us learning things.
This is fantastic. This is so cool. So
that's
Palitoy,
why the bubble
yes.
is clear.
Yep.
Because Palitoy tends to have clearer bubbles
Can you go to camera one real quick?
than and also whiter plastic. So a Palitoy
Yes.
Stormtrooper Luke
Yep.
is always whiter or tends to stay whiter than a typical Stormtrooper
This
Luke.
is so neat. So Kenner is not the only company that produced vintage Star Wars figures.
No, they licensed it out.
And they license it out to different companies. I'm actually going to reference I brought up a list so I wouldn't screw this up because I know there's people on the internet, they're going to be like, well, actually.
Yeah, feel free to correct us in the comments.
Yes. So in the United
Don't
States,
go
it was
wrong.
Kenner, which was a subsidiary of General Mills, which is interesting.
General Mills bought Kenner, I guess.
Yeah, which is weird.
Which is why, like, the mail-aways were, like, General Mills mail-aways, and
Kellogg's and all
they were in
that.
Kellogg's cereal.
I was gonna say it makes sense how there were like Star Wars spoons and
Yep,
cereal
totally.
and stuff.
In the UK, Palitoy was licensed to do the figures there, and I always thought that Palitoy, like, you could tell from the front that it was Palitoy. This looks normal.
Does it say Kenner on it or Palitoy on it?
It would be very fine print.
It's
wouldn't
okay, it's got other languages on it. So duh.
There's a dead giveaway.
That's the dead giveaway. Yep, that's the dead giveaway.
So when we say things like tri-logo,
all right.
a lot of times overseas
so
or in
cool.
Canada, they did, and we'll show you some tri-logos later on, but it's in 3 different languages.
Yeah, no
the logo,
kidding.
3 logos in 3 different
Back to
languages.
camera 2, just so I can show the folks at home. You can see this is a standard Kenner. It says Kenner, all English. No Kenner, not all English.
Clear bubble.
And a nice clear bubble. Yeah, so in the UK, and Canada had Palitoy as well, right?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, because they did Palitoy
They did
Death
the
Stars.
Palitoy Death Star. So in the UK, it was Palitoy. You can go back to camera
I was
while I'm
just gonna say, I'm
talking.
gonna switch back.
In
gonna look at
Spain,
this while you're doing
Spain, there was something called PBP or POCH, which we're going to talk about a little bit more a little later. In France, we had Meccano, Clipper. Germany had Parker. Italy had Harbert. Scandinavia had Brio. In Japan, we had Takara Poppy. Toll Toys in Australia. Lily Letty is one of the most famous licensees
Mexico.
because they're right in Mexico, which is not that far from the United States. So Lily Letty is not that uncommon in the United States. Brazil is Glasslight, which is a big deal because that's the only way that you could ever get an actual Vlix figure from the Droids line.
Yeah, good luck. 65 was B.
Yeah, good luck. There you go. And here's your A. Yeah, so that's a little crash course on different... Not only did Kenner have different variant backs, but different companies had different variants. And I could tell just by looking at the back of that there was something weird with it. So I'm glad I looked at it a little harder. This is awesome. So a lot of this stuff in this collection is like this.
Odd, which I like.
He has multiples of different things.
How he ended up with a Palitoy Ewok, I have no clue. I have no clue.
Dude, there is nothing... These look absolutely fantastic.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's not a super high grade. There's a crease on the pull tab, where the hang tab is. You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this one, it's a yellowing around the edge. It's like, I don't want to say it's starting to come off, but it looks a little, like, worn.
All right, we can go to the next round.
Yeah, all right. I'm still looking at Lograi, man.
All right.
Who else? We didn't even talk about anybody else.
Well, now I want to
yet.
look at Reeves because he has such a clear bubble.
We also have Rebel Commando with 2 Rebel Commandos with the coin stickers on the front.
2 weak ways.
Yeah. Let's kind of do real quick. Just to give you an idea. You guys can kind of see. I'll take him out of his bag. Just to give you an idea of like the different kinds
I
of...
hate these bags.
Listen, I don't like them either, but they kept them safe for all this time, so how can I be hating on it? You can see that has an offer, a sticker on the front there.
Yeah, they just smashed stickers right on the front.
Yep, they sure did. They didn't care. But that's just a regular 77 back.
I mean, what did we all do Christmas morning?
Unpunched.
these all came right. The fact that there are 113 cards in this collection, accumulated and put it to the side. As kids who grew up in this generation playing with these toys, Christmas morning was just all these cards were ripped open. The figures came out, and all the cards got stuffed into the Imperial shuttle box, which went to the curb. All the big boxes held the trash, which is why they're rare. It's
I saved my cards, but only because I found them later. My mom actually used the figures as package toppers one year. Like she had a figure attached to the bow on several of my packages.
Oh.
And I went.
That's Mom. She was so extra.
They were ripped off the card before I even owned them, technically.
Wow.
And I had to go back and find the cards in the bubbles to fetch the little weapons.
My mom would wrap like 10 G.I. Joes in a row, so it would be a long thing. And G.I. Joes, I did cut the cards because they had file cards. Star Wars didn't. There's nothing about Star Wars that you kept except for maybe a proof of purchase.
Look at that. Look at that card.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous.
That is a dead mint. That looks like
Same name.
Name.
Say num. Say nine
Why are we so stupid? I forget what I pulled out of here already.
Dude, that's unpunched.
I have never
other than the bubble turning brown because it's a thing that happens.
I have never in my life seen a nicer looking carded figure. Please be careful with that.
Take it out of the envelope.
Taking
this
the
man
tape
likes
away.
to live dangerously, folks.
Dude, Return of the Jedi Gamorrean Guard 2 for $1 KB clearance tag. Absolutely.
Everyone's favorite co-pilot. 9 Num. That is a. I hate to use the word mint. That's a mint card. That's a mint card.
I'm speechless. I'm literally freaking speechless.
It's a shame that's not like a 12-back Luke in that condition.
It's a shame that his bubble is also yearly yellow.
It just happens. Listen, you have to take that into consideration with Jedi carded figures. It just happens.
Yeah, so this is another...
It's not a sunlight thing. It's a temperature over time thing.
These people, that's got to be Hal asking if we need help pricing. Hal, we're not really pricing right now.
No, we're not pricing. Don't.
We're just kind of riffing and talking about all the cool stuff that we've got in this collection. A couple of Biker Scouts.
There's a General Madine, 2 with nice bubbles.
Yeah. I feel like I could use
Camera
one
2,
more.
Selena.
I could use one more easel, Selena, if you've got a moment.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Now, this is my favorite stuff.
Hello.
I love when they, they only... Farm Boy Luke, the original Luke Skywalker with the white outfit and the, the yellow saber, was only on from the first movie. But they kept doing those first figures. They were smart as every movie came out. So they did one on Empire Strikes Back card. They did one on Return of Jedi card.
What even?
This is actually a rare dog because of this picture in the gunner's seat.
Talk to me about this. Yeah, talk to me about this.
This is a Farm Boy Luke on a Jedi card with the gunner's seat picture.
I've never seen one of these before.
It's not the same picture they typically used on the
So
Farm
they
Boy
reissued
Luke.
an existing figure.
Yeah, they kept reissuing these
figures.
figures.
There's a sticker over that. What is that about?
I don't know.
That is so cool and weird.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can see that at home, but up here over the skew, there's a sticker over it. And that is, again, a 77 back. That's a standard Kenner
But
deal.
the picture the on that card, that's a pretty rare figure, I believe.
That is really neat.
Wow, look at the bubble on this
Biker Scout?
Dude, that Biker Scout is gorgeous.
Wow.
I'm very excited about this collection.
Not 1, but 2. Again, there's another clear bubble Biker Scout. One of my favorite things is, this is an Empire Strikes Back figure. That's an AT-AT driver on a Jedi card. I love when the earlier figure transitions onto the next card. I think it's very interesting. What do you see there?
What is up with Luke's eyes? He doesn't have eyes. Up here. His eyes are like whited out.
Well, he's looking to the side. I don't know.
It's creepy. Like he looks like Satan.
It's not
Satan
a very good.
Luke.
It's not a very good screen cap.
No,
grab.
It is not a very good screen crap.
It is a screen crap.
It is a screen.
I'm
crap.
really interested in the sticker over the skew. That's really.
Yeah,
wow.
I know.
I mean, his bubble's a little iffy, but wow.
Yeah, he's nice.
Very cool. Now on the card, if you guys let me go to camera 2 again real fast. I hope that this can zoom in. You guys can see this. Can you see the eyes on the card? Not the figure, but the card.
Yeah,
he's like creepy, like
he's
eyeball.
He's zombified Luke.
That is really freaking cool. Who else do we have up here?
A couple Gamorrean guards. I mean, let's keep motoring. There's so many.
There's 113 to get through. Yeah. I'm not sure where.
This
where
has a
it's going.
$1 KB price tag, or two for
$2
a dollar.
2 for $1 on the Gamorrean guard.
Army build Gamorrean guards,
Yeah.
guys. 2 for $1
The ATST
KB.
driver. Look at that, dude. Go back around. I keep saying, dude. I can't stop. Look at the ATST driver. How nice he looks. Wow.
That's not an ATST driver.
Yeah.
It's AT-AT.
It's weird that the weapon
What?
is over top of the figure like that.
Oh, sorry. I misread it. I'm so about this Luke, I don't even care about anybody else. Wow.
Yes, early promo shots with 80s screen cap technology.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
exactly what these
Camera
are.
one, Selena. Let's just motor through. This Mean Numb is like, wow.
There's good old General
I
Nadine.
don't even, I can't, I'm drooling. I'm
This
literally
Biker Scout
drooling.
bubble is so nice. It's a shame there's a crease over the top of the card. I mean, these are literally over 30 years old now.
Yeah.
How's that card?
Dude.
Because look at this one. Dude, look, this one has a crease in
It
it.
has the tiniest wave at the top corner. It kind of goes like that,
Yeah.
slightly.
Being in acrylic saves that. Look, this has a crease across the top, so
It
it's
does.
not as
This one
nice.
does not. That's 53A. This is 53B. I wonder how they differ. Like, in his mind, I wonder how they differed. Okay. This is a 65 back, and this is a 77 back.
There you go.
That's how.
There you go.
Wow. All right. You want to do one from your side, Justin?
Did you finish that case?
Yes.
That case is done?
Yes.
I'll do one on my side.
Yeah. So that was box 5 of 8. We're not going in any kind of order. We're just pulling them out here. They were originally put in these cases, like we said before, in the order that the gentleman thought they were of importance, basically. So they're in order of his importance. So box 1 was the most important.
Yeah, his
box
importance
8.
isn't necessarily our importance.
His importance.
I
was
think
not
we know a
necessarily-
little bit more than him.
Listen, the gentleman, he knew what he had. He knew.
He knew it was worth good
He
money.
knew what he wanted.
Anybody want to buy some tackle boxes from this collection?
Is there an Unmasked Vader in this collection? That was never produced as a vintage figure.
No.
No, Tara. that's
Unless you consider Anakin mail away.
Oh, okay. Yes, there are Anakins in this
Yes.
collection. But I would not. He's not like in his Vader outfit. He's in the Anakin spirit.
Gray room.
Yeah, the gray
before they
robes.
replaced him with Hayden Christensen. And
Ugh.
Yes.
Sebastian Shaw or Sebastian Shaw. I can never keep the name
there's
straight.
an unpunched, gorgeous.
How much for the tackle boxes? A special.
Do you have a stray Gamorrean guard up there?
Oh, did I forget to put them away? Sorry, thank you. It was a custom. Oh, Tara, we do have a custom.
Oh, we
We
did. I
do
think we
or
sold
did.
it.
I think we may have sold him.
Yeah, we used to have a custom on a card.
He's either still here or Tara, you bought him. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, I think we had him on a Bartertown. Our Bartertown is our weekly live claim sale. We do it every Sunday at 5 p.m. on YouTube,
Twitch.
Facebook, and Twitch at the same time. And last week we just did a bunch of this Star Wars stuff. Yesterday, it was actually Sunday for us
From Dr.
yesterday.
Fossil. Tara is so on it. Yes, Tara, absolutely. That
Wow.
was from Dr. Fossil. We still have the custom Nikto, I think, the whatever that is over there from that collection. Yes, our friend Ed, who passed away many years ago, he is part of the Kimsey collection. That is so awesome.
That's
Tara.
awesome. I love that.
If any of you folks watching on YouTube are wondering who the heck we're talking to, we are talking to our VIPs, our very important people. They're here live right now, chatting with us while we film this.
All right, more Jedi carded stuff.
Check out the
but,
link in the description.
But beautifully carded. I want to pull out this. The Wicket is just wicked.
What box number is this?
I don't know.
You can look on the side.
Yeah, I could.
I was hoping you would.
So this is interesting. Talk to me about a Kenner card with multiple languages.
It has to be foreign.
Kenner products.
Yeah, this is the multiple languages. Look, a partner de four ans.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have here. I have a 77 back. It says Kenner, Lucasfilm. I have never seen these before. It's in French. It's
Figurines de la
Canadian.
Guerra de.
Canadian
Equois.
Kenner. So this is Canadian Kenner.
Yeah, that's what this is. Wicked is. It's gorgeous card, unpunched, but it's not American.
Dude, I can't. We gotta
Comment, please.
What?
Comments in the comments. This is box F2.
Box number 2. So he thought this was pretty important stuff.
Mm.
Can we look at this Leia for a second, please?
Sure.
Look at her.
Yeah, it says Kenner.
She's beautiful. She's French
Her
and Canadian.
bubble is amazing. I wonder if that's very weird how the helmet is
By itself?
By itself up there? I wonder if they were all like that on a regular...
This one is like that.
Okay,
There's two of her.
Yeah, I guess so.
And this one is regular old Kenner, only English. I'm dying to know what back this is. Guys, you're going to have to bear with me while I consult the internet right while we're here. Let's see what's going to take in
See what else we
Canada.
got. Here's a... yeah, there's another one. A Parterre de Forans. This is another Jedi Han Solo... Kenner, but also
Canadian.
Kenner
Yeah,
Canadian.
Canadians are
Okay.
good.
Blank lapel variant.
Boy, I hope these are. Is it a blank lapel variant? It certainly is. So see his cloak. There are two variants of the cloak, and typically, I believe the Canadian one is the one with that doesn't have camouflage on the lapels. So it's actually a sought after figure. This is just a typical Kenner prune face, right there. And then this is a regular Kenner. Endor Leia with that tiny blaster.
I am just dead silent because I'm dying to know what the heck I have in my hand.
A couple Klaatu skiff guards. One has a offer. It looks like the offer somebody tried to peel some of it off.
Oh no.
Which sucks.
I hate it when they do that.
Yeah, me too. Leave it alone, guys. 77 back. And I believe these only came on 77 backs because I think they're later when they did this. Because this is the only... I think it's the only Jabba guard that has two versions. Skiff guard version and palace version.
Was that Nick
Klaatu, yeah.
Apart from Rando, I mean, there's a skiff guard
What you got
version.
there?
Yeah, so what we have here is a Canadian Kenner, Return of the Jedi 77A.
It's so weird that Canadian did Palitoy and all that, but and Tri-Logo, but just straight Kenner as well.
This figure is beautiful. I'm going to show her to you guys. She's absolutely gorgeous. Do I have an easel I can put her on? We're going to move Han. We're going to move you real quick.
This guy wrote a note to himself. I can't wait to read this.
Oh, no.
Now, when we talk about Tri-Logo, this is what we mean.
I cannot get over this.
I'm going to spin this real quick. See the three logos there? That's Tri-Logo.
3.
You know, it has the American, it has French, and I think, what's the other one? Spanish maybe? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wrote a note to himself. It had a question mark on front of it, and he has a note that says, "Note, wrong figure is in the case. It is Klaatu number 29. It should be Klaatu's skiff guard outfit." So he was also there was also a loose collection in this. He probably didn't know how to name Klaatu's skiff guard, but I thought it was a whole different figure. Trash.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't know enough. I have not had enough Tri-Logos in my hand to know what they're supposed to look like. It's got a KB2 for $1 tag on it.
Yeah.
Which is not unusual.
Not at all.
Even though these are from the European release, right? Is that basically what they were?
And Canadian.
And Canadian. KB ended up with a ton of these.
Yeah.
Which is why we have so many.
And they blew them out at the end.
And they blew them 2 for $1. You can say.
We will not be honoring that pricing.
I don't know enough about what the bubble is supposed to look like. I mean, it looks good to me. Let's show everybody that beautiful Leia that I just pulled out. Where'd she go?
I put her back in her bag.
Why?
Because we're motoring through these.
Well, I wanted to look at her, okay. Never mind, Selena. I'm being shot down. Wow.
What about the fact that that figure has a different, like the note mentioned, that figure has a different outfit on it than the picture?
Yeah, it's weirdly not the right figure for that card.
That was the point of the
So
that's. I feel like that's kind of important.
It's strange and weird. I don't know enough about Tri-Logos to I don't know. It's weird. Did they just jam whatever they had in whatever card they had?
Yeah, I don't know. It is the I don't know enough Tri-Logos. If you look, he is the skiff guard picture with the regular Klaatu figure.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
Whereas here, if you just do half a turn this way.
That's the skiff guard picture.
Yeah, that's the skiff guard picture with the skiff guard outfit.
Figure, yeah.
That's a weird one. Listen, we've got some really weird stuff in this collection. I love the question mark. That is so neat. And I love that he had the forethought to know there's something up with it.
Yeah, well, he really deciphered these things. He laughed at us when we gave him the money because he knew he was ripping us off.
And you figure
Just kidding.
What?
You figure he was doing his research before the internet too. I mean, if he bought these in '85,
Yeah.
it wasn't like he was hitting the
Someone in the
archive
comments just said that this should be at Hakes, which is
There's a chance some of it will go
we're
there.
thinking about it. We're thinking about it.
Who said that?
Honestly, not sure.
Ricardo said that. Ricardo, some of the really rare stuff, which we'll get to, is there's a good chance it will go to Hakes, just because we don't have the clientele for what potentially some of this is.
Plus, if it's gonna be that, was that in that tub too?
Yeah.
That was in tub 2. He considered that a 2, not a 1.
Here, take this.
Take this.
Yeah.
And do what with it?
Just put it in this pile right here.
Okay.
I'm just going through the stuff that we've already done.
I don't want to stack them on top of each other.
Not 1,
We'll get to it.
but 2.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. All right. Oh, hello. All right. There's some good stuff in here.
Yeah.
All right.
There's some,
okay.
definitely some decent stuff in. Oh, hi. Not 1, but 2. All right. I believe this is.
That's the Lumat.
Lumat.
Yeah.
Now Lumat is he considered one of the last 17? I think.
Is that empty?
Lumat and
Yeah.
Pop Blue, yeah, depending on how you count.
Because they came on Jedi cards, and they also came. They were late. They were like the final last 2 Jedi figures, and then they started coming out on.
It's the last 15 without Lumat and Pop Blue.
Right. The only 2 that are specifically final are Ramba and Warwick. But they are considered last 17. But they're the easiest of the last 17 because they also came on Jedi cards, not just Power of the Force cards.
Yeah.
And when we say Power of the Force cards for you non-initiates, you want to spin it to that?
Yep. This is what we mean.
That's what we mean. So in '85, they did Power of the Force. They were like background figures or characters they hadn't done figures for yet, and it was like the last gasp. They came with coins. I mean, do you remember a Man? Not many people did.
They were trying very hard to get you to want to buy their stuff. So let's do coins. Let's do figures we haven't done.
Yeah.
Let's do all this kind of stuff.
So the final 15 Star Wars figures, not counting the Droids cartoon or the Ewoks cartoon, were Power of the Force figures. Now they did older figures on these Power of the Force cards too with coins, but the only way to get a Man was on this. Maybe also on a Tri logo, but there you go. Domestically,
We got 2 of them.
2 Man-a-mans. A Man. Do-do-do-do-do. A Man.
Oh my God, we're such
Do-do-do. Couple Man-a-mans. Another Ewok.
That's
That's
Pop
Pap
Blue.
Blue.
Oh.
Would this have been a push with the VHS release?
A-Wing. No.
I wouldn't think so. When did that come out on VHS?
Hey, 83. I don't know. They didn't coincide.
It wasn't specific.
Yeah,
they didn't do it intentionally.
There was no specific okay, let's put figures out with the VHS. They were just trying to continue the line. Kenner was doing everything they could to continue the line, even though interest was waning. 83, the movie came out. By 85, everybody was kind of Star Wars'd out. You know, the brand was kind of.
It had kind of run its course.
It needed a break.
There had been new toy lines introduced to at that point. G.I. Joe was around.
So these are 2 tri-logo. That's the
A-Wing pilot, yeah.
A-Wing pilot.
With very hard to find pistols.
I love the giant stickers. New figure, 1.59 pounds.
Which in today's money is like $773.
Well, what is that figure worth?
Oh, and a card? I don't know. I don't know Tri-Logo cards well enough.
Yeah.
Loose complete, that figure's well over $100. In that condition, cool. You know what I mean?
It's weird. The Tri-Logo cards are ugly. Like, they have a UPC.
I wonder if these weapons will pass the float test. Do you want to drop these?
Let's just drop the whole card in the floating there.
Float.
Celine, you can go to camera 1. Very, very cool. He's just loose in there. He's just living his best life, just hanging.
Yeah.
This one's unpunched and very flat. It's very nice. Except for the giant new figure sticker. But again, I mean, it's not like someone put this on last week.
Unpunched a Man.
An unpunched carded last 17. I can't.
An unpunched a Man. A Man. Do.
A and B. These are the same figure. One's just a little nicer than the other.
Oh wait, another unpunched a Man.
Thank you.
And this is box 2.
Yeah.
This is box 2. We haven't even gotten to box 1.
Can't imagine what he categorized as box 1 worthy.
Well, these are unpunched Tri-Logo.
Yeah.
He's just bopping around in there.
He's just living his best life. It's scary, like just loose.
I need your gun, buddy. I need your little black gun.
Could we just... He's fine. He
For
can
the
have his
museum.
own gun.
We have a museum display here in Farpoint.
We do. We pride ourselves on the fact that we're not just a store. You know, we don't just open the doors and people come in and buy things and leave. Like, we try to be an experience, not just here in the store.
We're collectors as well.
Online, like we're doing here. We're collectors ourselves, and having the museum really makes it so that we don't have to sell everything.
So we travel. We just did a cross-country road trip last September or October. We go to other toy stores. We still collect. We still buy. We still hunt. Not just to resell, but for ourselves. And we've noticed something about a lot of resellers, especially people who have been doing it for a while. The passion for them has waned. You know, it's just a job. It's just stuff. Sell the stuff. Where's the next stuff? We are still very passionate about this stuff.
I love the stuff. The
Yeah.
stuff is why I do this.
Exactly.
And I don't know why I love the stuff. I just love the stuff.
We're still kids at heart.
Yeah.
Yes. You want to do the next box?
I do. I am. It's happening as we speak. It's interesting.
Somebody make me an offer on that box. Let's see if we'll take it.
All right. Let's
Go to
see.
Tucker Cam. Let's see what Tucker's up to.
Tucker is dead asleep.
Tucky is living his best
Oh,
life.
what's he doing? No, leave him sleep.
Aw, he's the cutest baby. I wonder if he knows the internet's watching him right
He has
now.
no clue. You want a snack? Treat?
He is dead asleep.
He is dead
I love
asleep.
how
Wow.
I love how he does that face plant nap.
I'm going to take one away because they're kind of getting jammed together
All
here.
right.
Rancor. Ooh,
Careful.
yeah. I'm trying real hard not to break anyone.
Any comments or
Tebow?
questions? Please put them in the comment section. Please like and subscribe.
Hi. Hello, Jedi Luke.
You know, we're trying to
Yeah.
grow this channel. We want to do more stuff like this when we buy collections. Just talk about the collection. You know, not as much as well, like, oh, what's this worth, but like how interesting it is.
Yeah, this is not like, oh, hey, look at us, we have a bunch of money. This is, oh, hey, look at the cool stuff we just got.
Yeah.
All right.
Listen, we like making money. We like paying our bills with it, but really, we
Yeah.
like getting this stuff into collectors' hands.
Tara's dog Vader's ear twitched when we said the T
Our
word.
VIPs are watching, and obviously their dogs are watching too. And I said the T word, and I used to do all kinds of stuff with people's dogs when we were going live.
So we had a squeaky toy that we were messing with on
That's
Bartertown,
right, and it was
and
making
everyone's
noise.
dogs were going crazy.
Didn't he mess with someone's lights too?
Yes, you were.
Oh, that's
Tiffany?
right.
Yes, you got Tiffany's
Alexa.
Google or
Alexa
something?
lights to go on and off just by you saying words to them. Rude. All right, camera 2. Let's talk.
This is
some more
not
about
nearly as
Star Wars.
fun as the last one was, but
Oh, it's not.
go find Malakili's bubble that clear. His name is Malakili, but he's the Rancor keeper. You and I know him as.
I seriously want to grade 95% of these figures.
Is it Jedi Luke?
Yeah, that's Jedi Luke.
Is that a green or a blue saber?
It's a green.
Damn it. Still
Can't have
great.
everything. Can't have everything.
Is it unpunched?
No.
Oh. ATST!
This is the guy I was trying to talk about earlier.
So I think there's both versions of it. I think there's Power of the Force version and the Jedi version. His blaster should be blue. Let me see.
Blue blaster?
Yeah, the A-Wing has a black blaster. He has a blue blaster. Yeah. I can't tell. Does that look blue to you?
Let me see.
Maybe it's black on the Power of the Force card.
It's blue black for sure. Absolutely blue black.
That little blaster is very hard to find.
And so with Star Wars accessories, there's a mountain of different variants. And
There you go. There's a regular Jedi card.
I'm not even getting into like bootlegs and all that crap, reproduction and stuff like that. But you have black, you have blue black, you have blue, you have green blue, you have translucent blue, you
That's
have
the
green.
same figure on a Jedi card. Just taped to the side.
That's a gray.
Interesting.
That's absolutely, and it's taped to the side.
Yeah.
Is that normal? Like
Yeah.
that one's tape pop? Because I didn't see any tape in there at all.
That's,
early
that's
lines,
taped to the
the-
bottom there, isn't it?
The early lines, the blasters were all taped to the side of the bow.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's taped down there.
Barely. It's
Yeah.
just it's holding on by like a thread.
Oh God, chill. Don't touch.
That's why for the one that Mom gave me, I had to go back and find the cards to get the blasters off.
Yeah, this one is definitely gray. That is blue black, and this is dark gray.
Interesting.
Totally, and it's so obvious that it's different. Wow. I'm speechless. Like this stuff is just so neat.
Bib Fortuna.
The Jedi Luke is really neat.
One with a coin offer, and one without.
Okay, so they did an offer for a coin on the Jedi cards, but then they just started including the coins automatically on the Power of the Force cards. It's wild.
This is so cool. You can go back to camera 1, Selena.
What else we got here? So I think there's 2 Rancor Keepers or just 1?
We've got 2 bibs. We have 2 ATS
a Rancor Keeper and a Jedi Luke.
Yeah. Even look at the font difference on these 2. This one's Palitoy.
Oh. Oh yeah, you can see it at the top right hand corner. I had 2 cups of coffee and I'm yawning.
Yeah, you're killing me with that. CPG Product Corp. This doesn't actually say Palitoy on it now that I'm looking at it. It's gotta be Palitoy.
There's so many versions of these things.
Spin these bad boys around. Camera 2 is Selena. I just want to point this out. It's just an interesting little thing. Can you guys see? I'm gonna actually bring it in. The word bib, you see how the font is kind of like a light, not bold? And then you've got, that's the Palitoy. And then you've got the regular old Kenner. You can see that that's much more bold. Yeah. Same font, it's just bold and not bold.
All right.
Very,
next,
very neat.
You got more?
I sure don't. Do I got more?
Show me.
Do I got
Show me.
more? I'm doing my best to put these back in numerical order, but I'm sure I'm not.
Oh, I did not. Listen, as long as
at
they're in
least
the box.
they're in the right box.
If they're in the box, they came out because on the boxes, if you see, the guy has the.
Oh, we didn't do this. This was the gentleman.
Yeah, look. See all the names on there? That's what's in this box.
Yeah. Meticulous. That's exactly what Tara said.
Even, I can't read it from here, but even the length of the lines tells me it's more detailed than just the figure name.
Alright, we got an Ewok baby coming up. Another Ewok.
They're all numbered.
They are. They're numbered, and some of them have letters as well because he decided to
Alright, quick, Tucker cam.
differentiate.
Tucker cam.
He's dead asleep.
Tucker.
He's not exciting
Stop.
right now.
Oh, God.
Tucky, look at that boy.
Leave him be.
We call him and he runs away. Hi, buddy. Here you go. Here, has a dog treat because they woke you up. There's a good boy.
Tucker's our resident shop dog.
Tucker is the cutest baby, and I love
What else?
Tucker.
We got some more Jedi.
We've
Heavy
got-
on Jedi because Jedi and like Tri Logo and Power of the Force because this was the era he was buying at.
Yes.
He wasn't doing this in 78
No.
or 81.
He started, I think he said 84, 85.
Yes.
So we've got an unpunched Return of the Jedi Tebow. Looks like it's normal Kenner. Another Return of the Jedi Tebow. Also just looks like regular Kenner. Here we have a B-Wing pilot, Return of the Jedi. Bill and Andy's, Chelmsford, Massachusetts, $2.99.
Oh, Bill and Andy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this one, that's a B-Wing pilot. We also have a B-Wing pilot, Power of the Force. He has a $1.99 KB.
There's actually 2 Power of the Force B-Wing pilots.
Price tag. Well, this one has a KB price tag.
Okay.
And this one is unpunched. Has a little ding. Not too shabby there. And then a Nikto to round out the crew here.
Any more in that case?
Yep, there's more.
Well, let's just keep going.
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more. So you can go back to camera 1. We don't want to be too boring. I don't want to forget who I've done. Oh, hello, Bosch.
Is it Bosch or Bausch?
I think it's Bausch. I just say it however I feel like it when I'm talking. I think it's Bausch.
You got a Nikto to pull?
And this is it for this bin.
All right.
So
Leia
who's
Bausch.
the interesting one from this tub?
We'll see. I don't know. The Tri-Logo Emperor here. Leia
We've got
Bausch.
a nice Bausch
With an offer.
an Anakin offer.
That helmet's so far above her head.
It's
Yeah.
neat. I love that.
It's one of my favorite Star Wars
Is
helmets.
that another Nick-2?
No, that's Klaatu.
Okay, I always get my Nick-2s, Klaatu's, Veradas all confused.
That's also Klaatu.
Yeah. You know, I used to say that every collection came with a weak-way Emperor's Royal Guard. Is this
Every collection comes with a Lobot.
or a weak-way?
It's a 77 back. Return of the Jedi.
Very
Emperor's
clear
Royal
bubble.
Guard. He is really nice. Yeah, he does have a nice bubble.
How's the tab?
It's
Punch?
unpunched.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a beautiful figure.
And
It's
then-
got a little crunch in the one corner.
And
unfortunately.
then Tri-Logo Emperor, which sometimes Tri-Logos are rare, sometimes they're not. They are rare here in the States because they didn't come out here originally. So that's a weird duck right there.
So cool.
Let me see his different names.
Le Emperor.
Palpy,
It does not.
Palpo,
No.
and Palpatui.
Now that Tri-Logo doesn't have the big UPC symbol that the other ones did.
Yeah,
does
I
it?
noticed that. Some of them have like a giant UPC up in the corner. This one's a little different. This is a 70 back. God, it's weird. And the UPC spot on the back is blank. Weird. All right.
I feel like they were just throwing stuff against the wall.
I feel like they just did whatever the hell they felt like doing.
Whatever they could.
Whatever they
Princess
had.
Leia Organa, Bausch.
That is the sticker right over her poor face.
Should we sit and try and pull all the price stickers off of these?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We should totally.
Does that make them more valuable?
KB 99 cents. Return of the Jedi Class 2.
Will that make them more valuable if we pull the stickers off before we send them to get graded?
We might get lucky and it would tear the card.
I mean, yeah, this one, it looks like someone... Honestly, what it looks like to me on this is that he bought this at Forbidden Planet or something, and they had put their price tag over the KB tag,
Correct.
and he pulled that off because there's damage near the tag.
Damn him.
Or it fell off, or whatever. I mean, this stuff is as old as I am.
Are we ready for another box?
We are. I am done with box number... Was that box number 3? That was box number 3. So we've done 2, 3, and 5 out of 8. This collection is absolutely freaking insane.
This is a beast DeWalt.
That's a toolbox. I don't even think
Yeah,
that's a
there's two in very heavy duty boxes.
Is this box 1?
I'm going to keep this for my DeWalt stuff.
It doesn't have the top part, which is unfortunate.
This is box
The suspense is killing me.
F1, I think.
All right, that's number 1.
F2. F1.
No, it's not 2. Please be careful with
We
that.
should save 1 for last.
That's number 1. You want to save it for last?
I don't think it's a big deal.
Okay.
Okay.
I pulled out.
There's some good stuff.
I
Yeah.
pulled out tub 5 the other day and said it was good, and you gave me shit.
This is good
You're
stuff.
pulling out tub 1, and you're like, nah, it's not good stuff.
I'm not impressed with this stuff. I like the cups and mugs better.
Do you like drinking out of cups?
How about box
7.
7?
Box 7 seems like a good
Siete.
place. Box 7 seems cool. Yes. This gentleman was so thorough with his cataloging.
Hello.
Oh, hey. I like this little guy.
It's an Empire card.
Yep. So now we're getting into Unpunished. This is Unpunished
Now,
Empire.
again, something I love. Gun's just loose in there.
That's Palitoy.
Oh, I was going to say. Because the bubble seems weird. Palitoy bubbles were different.
Palitoy bubbles are definitely different. We have an Unpunched Empire Strikes Back.
This
Palitoy.
is fun stuff here.
Now, wait a second.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely Palitoy. This must be... No. What the heck? Okay, this is UK Palitoy. It's only English. There's no French, so it's not Canadian.
You have to read it with an accent then.
Oh, hey, Stormtrooper Blue Black Blaster. Just chilling there. This collection has got me...
All right.
Okay.
Want to start with that one?
Sure.
Switching cameras.
So that is a...
I love that it's a Jedi card Walrus Man
Yes.
figure.
Yes.
It's an original figure from the first original 21.
Yep.
And
there's your
on a
Palitoy
Jedi.
back. Here's your Palitoy back with the special offer on the bottom. Only in English, so this was not one of the...
In the Queen's English.
Am I confusing? No, because didn't some Palitoy Canadian have French on it earlier?
I think so.
I think so.
This is wow! It's just all over the place. It's so
We need an expert because we are not, obviously.
Listen, I know a lot about what I know
who the
a lot
characters
about.
are.
I know a lot about the things I know about.
What is this?
Oh, this is so cool! This is a Palitoy Hammerhead.
Yes.
Hey, wait, that's
Right?
a Star Wars card.
Are you ready?
It is a Star Wars
It's on a
card.
Star Wars card. Palitoy, you can see the logo on the bottom. What makes this really, really cool? Check out the back.
That's unpunched. Palitoy Death Star in the
There's
back.
an ad for the Palitoy Death
You
Star.
couldn't
Wow,
get
yeah.
that here in the States.
How freaking... We have one
We
of
have
those.
one of those,
So we
yeah.
have one?
We do.
Selena, the royal we.
From my cold dead hands, I believe was my
Yeah,
my
on
quote
the
there.
episode of A Toy Story Near You, you showed that off.
He is gorgeous. I keep saying
That's
I've never seen a
weird,
card.
man. That's a Star Wars card Palitoy.
That is. I'm almost crying. That is a beautiful.
Yeah, that's
figure.
really
Unpunched,
awesome.
looks like.
It is unpunched. It's beautiful.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
Sweating bullets. All right, again, an original 21 figure. No, an original 12.
What?
Yeah,
that's what
he's a 12. That's an original 12 figure
On a 77 back.
on a Jedi
Star
card,
Destroyer.
which I love.
You
Did I say
like
that?
You like it when they repop the older
Yes.
figures on the newer.
Is he
Yep.
the one that was renamed?
Yeah, he was originally Death Squad Commander.
He's now Star Destroyer Commander.
Yep. So on the 12 back, he's Death Squad Commander.
I hope you guys can see that through the... Here's another thing Justin's going to love. You want to tell us that you love it, Justin?
It's a big head Han.
That is a big head Han on a Jedi card.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
Big Head wasn't first. Big Head was second.
I think Big Head was first.
What?
I think Big Head was first.
They had them left over.
My original Han that I got at 6 or 7.
That's probably a very odd duck right there. There were Big Head Hans known to come out late, baggied Big Head Hans when they were doing baggy clearance.
I'm literally sweating.
Well, if you can go back and look at pictures from the factories of these people pulling figures out, and there were thousands of figures in bins, and they're just pulling them out and putting them in baggies. So that might be very rare. Because after Big Head Han, they went to the Small Head Han.
Wow.
You trying to see if it's like resealed or something?
It is.
Just scrutinizing.
It's just so beautiful. I can't believe that it exists. Is this what it feels like to have a child?
No.
Does it like come into the world and you're like, I have this?
No,
thing
I wouldn't
and it's
take a bullet. Listen, that's cool. I wouldn't take a bullet for it. Right? You know.
All right, fair enough.
I might like give up a meal for it, like dinner.
Okay.
If it wasn't chicken parm or something.
That is a Power of the Force.
Power of the Force Obi-Wan. Another original 12 figure on a Power of the Force card. That coin is probably rare. So when they started redoing the figures on the Power of the Force cards, the coin that figure all of a sudden has a coin that coincides with it.
Why is it gold? The others are silver, aren't they?
It is I imagine it's the yellowing of the bubble.
Oh right, okay.
Because the bubble is quite
No,
yellow.
some are gold, some are silver. Yeah.
Oh.
I believe so. Like I think the Ewok figures were gold ones. I believe.
Man, now I don't know.
Or droids.
Now I'm curious about these coins.
Yeah, I need to look into it a little more. But the bubbles do yellow too. But
we should have Belomo's book out.
We should. Where is it?
I don't know. It's around here somewhere.
I haven't
Not
seen
back here
it.
with me, is it?
And this is FX7, right?
That's FX7, yeah, medical droid. On an Empire card.
It's an interesting, different
Is
back.
that tape or is that a peel?
It's damage. It's a little damage.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's some damage back there. Otherwise unpunched.
That is an interesting back.
Would you give up Milfay for it, Justin?
I haven't had Milfay since that time.
Yeah, just that one and done.
Yeah, I'm not so attached to Milfay. Milfay is a Greek dessert that I like
absolutely
very
wonderful
much.
Greek dessert. All right. We good for this run?
Yeah.
All right. Was that me or you?
That was me.
All right.
Is the baby back in his thing? Let's go back to baby Tucker.
You want to look at Tucker?
While I'm looking in here.
Tucker is boring.
We gotta fix the lighting. His white is too bright.
What's he doing?
He's sleeping. He's
with his face in a thing?
He always does that.
Tucker.
He just plants his whole snout in there.
Baby.
I don't know how he gets any air.
Oh,
Hi.
what are you doing?
If I uncover his snout,
Hi,
he'll
what
cover
are you
it
doing?
again.
This is, I love it.
All right,
Hi.
leave him be.
Why are people talking to me?
What's this?
What a life you have, Tuck.
Look at the camera for the
He's trying to
first
wag his tail is in the bed.
Okay, go back to camera 1.
I like checking in on him.
It's ridiculous.
It's kind of like
I
Meerkat
love it.
Manor or something.
No, it is
I love
not.
Meerkat Manor.
He kind of looks like a meerkat.
He has a meerkat when he's like trying to peek up to see what I'm doing. He definitely goes full meerkat.
What is cuter, a big head Han on a Return of the Jedi card, or Tucker? Tell us in the comments. Ooh, there's some neat. All right, 41 back, 77 back. A tri-logo Ugnaught. His little tail was going.
Yeah, he gets his
Yes.
helicopter tail action going.
We're getting a lot of my favorite stuff going on here because we're getting a lot of 12, original 12 on Jedi cards, which I think is really cool. Patooey! What do they say? Chichui!
No, stop. You're messing me up.
Magooey!
Stop. Oh my god, you messed me up.
Magooey!
Stop.
He won't stop.
I can't remember what they say now.
Yagadooey!
Stop!
Anyway, that's a Jawa on
I can't remember what Jawas say, because you said Muktui or the hell you said. Alright, so I'm gonna go to camera 2. It'll come to me.
You ready? Okay.
Watini! Thank you, Tara.
Watini!
It would have come to me if Justin hadn't fucking been dumb. Okay, tri-logo Ugnaught.
Ooh, blue apron.
Yeah,
Is that a blue
that's a
apron?
variant. Yeah, so typically the apron is purple.
Yeah.
People who collect variants.
Wow, alright. So
Yep.
that is a blue apron Ugnaught on a tri-logo card.
Yep.
That is really cool. And that is a 70 back tri-logo Ugnaught. IG88 on an ESB card. 41 back. Interesting. Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper.
Another original 12 on a Jedi card.
That's a 77
Now,
back.
I think that's a different picture than they used originally. That's another figure that they changed pictures with.
That's neat. I like that.
I think so.
I like that they changed the picture.
Yeah, I don't remember there being two stormtroopers.
Snow Trooper? Does that say Snow Trooper or Imperial Stormtrooper, Hoth Stormtrooper or something? What does it say?
It says Imperial Stormtrooper Hoth Battle Gear.
Yeah, so they didn't call them
On a
Snow
Return of the
Troopers,
Jedi card.
which is awesome.
Another 77 back. And that is a Palitoy Hoth Luke on an Empire 30 back. Let's just check out what a 30 back Empire.
Luke,
That's
I
not
thought it
Luke,
was a
that's a
regular
Rebel Soldier.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Does it
Rebel
say
Soldier.
Hoth Luke on it?
No, it's a Rebel Soldier. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, errors are a big deal.
I always get them fucked up.
That's because Luke doesn't look like Luke.
He doesn't, and he
Yeah,
has that thing on the
he's got
side,
the
just like
weird
an
scarf.
X-Wing. So that's a 30 back Palitoy card. That is awesome. Sauce.
So there are people that collect every version of a certain figure. There's people that like Admiral Akbar, so they get every carded version of Admiral Akbar.
Yeah,
you know what I
City
mean?
Camera one.
So I'm sure there's people that do the same thing with Jawas.
Yeah, like I have a Baroness collection.
Although good luck with that vinyl cape carded Jawa.
Yeah, that might be a little hard.
Right,
Yeah,
it's a little pricey.
people have favorite characters that they collect. I do like a Baroness collection, you know, that kind of thing. So I've seen in some of the groups people just army build Ugnaughts or.
So there are people that didn't think that the blue Ugnaught existed.
And it also
Because
might.
it's a color variation. It's just
the
it
color
faded.
It's faded.
Yeah.
No, that
no,
is
that
straight
is-
up blue.
It looks blue to me. That looks blue to me. So there you go.
Heard it here first.
Is it my turn?
No, I have a few more in
Still
this.
have more? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
this is a hell of a box.
It's bigger than the rest, so yeah, that makes sense. It's just a gift that keeps on giving. Guys, if you are watching on YouTube after the fact, please check out in the description down below our VIP group. Our VIPs are here with us live in chat. We've got Tara's here, Ricardo's here, Hal is here. Who else is here? We got, Casper's here. I think I saw Mark for a second. A ton of our VIPs are here with us. If you'd like to join us, please check out the description down below. There's a giant sign on the door that says, please do not knock, and the mailman is knocking anyway, so we're just going to ignore him. Go to camera 2.
Unless there's something important. What do we got? We got Gonk. Power
Is that
Droid.
a Gonk droid? What do we got
Yeah,
there?
on a 21
back. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's
All right.
original.
Very cool, very cool. Who's next there? Oh, hello.
Oh, no way.
Oh, hello.
Oh, it's just two of them.
What?
Oh, only two.
Yeah.
This
Well,
one's in like a horribly giant baggie.
Same orange snake,
yeah, they're both orange snake regular.
Orange snake.
light green.
So this had a $2.99 price tag, and then underneath it is a $1 price tag put on.
I'll buy that for $1.
That is a... Wow, I don't even... It doesn't say how many, it's just a bunch. That's the back that he has right there. Is this one the same back? Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
the same back. Yep, both orange
Two
snakes.
Yodas. Typical
Wow.
orange snake.
They're identical. They have the same price tags on them. So they came from... The guy just bought two of them from the same place at the same time. Yoda
There
is
you go.
awesome.
Is that a 21 back?
Alright.
That's the original release right there.
That's the
If that's
original
21
Star Wars
back.
card.
Yep, 21.
Wow.
I had to count. I had to literally stand there and count them. So
That's how he originally came out.
That is our X-Wing Luke. I love that photo.
Look at the clear how that bubble is. That's a beautiful figure, man.
It really is.
Wow.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of drool on him, no problem.
And then
Bosk.
Bosk on a Jedi card though.
77 back Bosk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I wonder if it's the same picture or they changed the picture. I don't remember a
I
carded
definitely
Bosk.
recognize that photo, so I'm not sure.
I remember the carded Bosk.
Yeah, I don't recall specifically if that's the original or
think it
not. That's interesting. Power droid.
Yeah.
He's that's neat. He had like cardboard underneath of him and it like fell in.
Hmm.
That's interesting. Just like underneath the feet, they often put a piece of cardboard there.
Mm-hmm.
Just to,
Sometimes
like-
between the legs on the early figures.
Yep, like up and in.
Yeah.
Neat. All right, my turn.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what I got over here. Number 4. Oh, number 4 is a neat one. We got something special in
Is it a
number
neat
4.
trick?
We got something special in number 4.
Number 4.
Box number 4 has something extra special.
Special?
Yep.
What do we got?
Well, we've got a Forlon.
What have you brought me here today?
We've got a Bespin security
You know,
guard.
you're my favorite hunter. You know what I always say about you?
Trash.
Trash. What do we always say about her? Trash. That doesn't even start with a B.
Have you just been waiting to say that?
It starts with a B. Hi.
Hey, and then we have this, which is
Squiddy.
should probably be its own.
Oh.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be clean.
Put her.
We saw this and we're like, what is this?
I saw this and was like, this is really weird.
Let's put that to the side till we get to the other one.
Okay. We just have to remember where to put her back.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm actually just going to put her right here.
Alright, so let's start here with Forlom, who's supposed to be Zuckuss. We all know the problem there.
Oh, hey! Oh, hi.
That's a 12-back.
It sure is.
I don't know if it's 12-back A, B, or C. We gotta look. Does he have a telescoping saber? Because if he does, we're going to Disney World.
I did. It would. I'd see something inside of something.
Yeah.
I don't see anything inside of it.
No.
That's why I wore my glasses today instead of my contacts, so I could really get a good look.
No Disney World for us.
I'd rather go to Greece.
You know what I'm saying. We'd be taking some sort of trip. This is a Bespin security guard, and a very nice card. Very clear bubble.
Which mustache looks like short from here, but I can't really see. There was a long and short.
Yeah, he's got the
mustache
short
there.
stash, not the handlebars.
The short, not the long.
Unpunched. There you go. There's a Hoth Luke on a Jedi card.
77 back Jedi card. You love those pieces.
I do. I really, you know, I'm not going to say it 8 million more times.
No, you can listen. If you love something, you should talk about
Set
it
it
as much
free.
as possible.
Another Ewok. Which one is that? Blue?
That's Tebow, I think.
No.
No. Yeah.
Is it Tebow?
It's Tebow.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Mansplaining.
I didn't see his stripes.
It's Tebow. He's got the hat thing.
Yeah, it's the pig headdress that always.
There you go. Squid head.
Squiddy. I love his belt and his like little dress.
He has a lot of stuff.
I love that.
He has a belt.
He does.
2 soft good things and a gun.
Yeah, a cape and a skirt.
And this is called a 12-back Darth Vader. 12-back because there were only 12 figures when this came out in 1978.
Which would be the year I got it for Christmas.
Turn it around. This is what the original Darth Vader looked like.
Back in those days before I had a sibling.
That's getting graded.
Yep, that's what it looked like.
This is Justin, look at this card.
It's
beautiful.
I still have my
It's
torn
really
gold
nice.
card.
It's really, really nice. Did we talk about Forlom Zuckuss yet?
Yeah,
There he
briefly.
is in his Return of the Jedi card. And back around to the Bespin guard, right? With his short mustache.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
12-back.
Yeah, how do you feel about the 12-back?
It's so funny that he has all this late stuff, late, and all of a sudden he has a 12-back.
He got it from underneath a Kmart rack or something. Like, you know what I mean? He was doing a lot of buying of things in bulk. You know, he had those 2 Yodas.
Ricardo, X-Wing Luke is definitely high
He
grade.
got them for $1.
It's crazy. Hey, this was a very good investment by this guy.
Oh, we talked about that. He was very proud of himself.
So there's 113 figures. He probably had $200 invested altogether in 113
if I had to
figures.
estimate, maybe $250.
So think about
300
that.
at the most.
Think about
He
that.
sold at the right time too. There's lots of other times in the last 30
Oh,
years.
Yeah, he
he
could have sold it.
this
Yeah.
in the 90s.
He really waited out. Is that everything from that box?
Not nearly as much. He could have sold them when the first.
Man, how many figures are there?
He could have sold them when the
113.
prequels came out. He could have sold them when the
Oh,
last.
free
3
Revenge
came
of
out.
the Jedi. That's nice.
That's a cool
Oh,
sticker.
that's a neat thing to have.
I'm literally sweating. Like, I'm literally sweating.
So the sticker printed. It's printed. That is freaking
It's
awesome.
printed?
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's even better.
Yeah, it's printed on there. That's a Empire Cloud Car pilot.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
They really went hard with Akbar. They thought Akbar was going to be something really...
I don't know why everyone...
Costumes,
I don't know why they cared about Akbar.
mail-aways.
It makes no sense that they cared about
guess it's so
Akbar.
weird.
All right, well, let's start with that. Cloud Car pilot.
This is
Empire.
This is a 48 back.
So that's the end of the Empire cards.
Yeah.
With a printed...
I need a minute. I'm
Revenge
sorry.
of the Jedi.
I need a minute.
Is that unpunched? No. Yes.
It's kind of unpunched. This is a this is a 48 back Empire Strikes Back Cloud Car pilot with a printed on Revenge of the Jedi offer, and it's also printed on the back of the card.
Revenge of
Now,
the Jedi.
as we all know,
You might not know this.
You might not know this. Sonny, go back
The
to
movie is
camera
not
one.
called Revenge of the
go back to
Jedi.
camera 1 real quick. It's not called Blue Harvest. It's not called Revenge of the Jedi. For those of you that, I don't know why you'd be watching this video if you don't know this, but just in case you don't know, Return of the Jedi was originally titled Revenge of the Jedi. And then somebody realized, a Jedi would not really get revenge, so let's go ahead and just change the title of this movie. But they had already gotten so far into the production of certain things. Posters,
card art.
Hats, some stuff like that. Cards, obviously. The only time I've ever seen a card like this in person was when we went to Hakes for the Russell Martin collection.
He had the proof flats.
He had pre-production proof flats.
Ricardo said we should do a Tahiti trip, and that way I can wear my new
Hawaiian shirt.
Courtesy of my friend Paul Brown.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm having trouble
everybody
talking.
sees what you're like on Christmas morning.
Yeah, all right.
She's never like this on Christmas morning.
I'm good.
She just sends me a list of what I was going to buy, and that's it.
Yeah, well, listen. When I was a little kid, Christmas was different than it is now.
All right, camera 2.
Now I have to send you a list, or I get the wrong thing.
Tri-logo, Zuckus?
It says Zuckus, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a sticker. It's on the card itself, and that actually matters. That there is a difference there. How I love that.
I don't know if they did sticker or printed only. They might have only done printed. I'm not sure.
I know there's a difference. I'm not sure which is which. That is a Skiff-Guard Lando.
Cool.
Jedi.
All right.
Neat. This is just a 65 back and 77 back.
Admiral Akbar.
Again with the Akbar.
It's not a trap.
It's absolutely a trap.
Another Akbar.
Another Akbar. Now that's a 65 back Akbar and a 77 back.
Right.
So I just want to show everybody. That's actually a Palitoy. Is this a Palitoy Akbar? Yeah, this is a Palitoy Akbar. He's got that bandolier strap back on him. And if you notice, there's 2 Ewoks at the end there that are blacked out, which is something interesting. They're the last 17.
They're the first 2 of the last 17.
Yeah, the Lumat Paplu, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lumat and Paplu. They were trying to surprise folks. They didn't want anyone to be spoiled.
Yep.
So they actually took them off the card back. And then a little later on, they did put them back on. I don't know if you can. Of course, there's a bag on this one. But later on, they did put them back. But in the interim, they didn't want anyone to be spoiled, so they took them off.
I saw that earlier.
Which I think is really cool.
That.
Yep, and that's a Palitoy Akbar. Unpunched Palitoy Akbar.
Next is... Oh, that's a TIE fighter pilot on a Jedi card.
Yeah. Neato.
Yes, sir. Is that a Palitoy?
That is It says Kenner, but it's
top
also...
left-hand side where your finger is in the front. It'll say some...
It says other languages. It's just a Canadian Kenner.
Yeah.
And I'm learning right along with you guys. If it only has French on it and it says Kenner, it's just Canadian Kenner.
What was that? We did that already.
And that's my new best friend right there. Okay.
Is that your whole box?
No.
Wow.
Yeah,
there's a lot of figures here.
There's a lot of figures in this one.
Well, let's look at Tucker and see what he's doing.
Oh gosh. What, you don't want to see the back of my head while I'm going back?
There he is. Tucker. Tuck. Hey, Tuck.
He's getting so...
tie is so askew right now.
Listen, he's been sleeping.
Oh, okay. And there he goes.
Oh, and he bumps the camera as he walks.
It's exciting that we have a little dog cam.
You guys are ridiculous.
There's my friend.
Tie, would you please? I just want to put a...
You're obsessed with the tie being crooked. Oh my gosh.
There's my little guy.
I just want to put a GoPro around his little neck and send
Did
him
you just
around.
move the table?
No.
Okay, because I very carefully placed
I
everything.
think it was his chair.
We've got 3 pieces left
Let me fix
here.
your tie.
We've got a Skiff-Guard Lando. We've got a Chief Chirpa, Return of the Jedi, and another Chief Chirpa. This one is Palitoy? Yep, this is a Palitoy Chief Chirpa. So we've got...
Yeah, you're going to lick my hand so I pet you, I know.
We've got Return of the Jedi Lando.
That's a very clean card.
We've got a Return of the Jedi Chief Chirpa.
Very clean bubbles.
And then we also have a Palitoy.
Hey, did you brush your teeth this morning, Tucker?
I can confirm he did not.
And then we also have a Palitoy.
I can confirm it too. Jesus.
All right, can we...
It's probably the pepperoni I just gave him.
Hal, thank you. Tucker really loves the pepperoni you gave him.
He loves it, Hal. We've been giving it to him. It's very nice. We can't give him a whole stick because he just takes it and goes and hides it somewhere.
Yeah, that's the thing
we have
with
to break
Tucker.
it up.
He'll take, if he has a big enough treat, he'll go hide it for later. So we have to break it.
Are you good on that side?
I'm good on this side.
All
so
right, I'm going to give you Tucker.
why can't you just put him down?
You want to get down?
Then he wouldn't be on camera anymore.
He's fine.
All right, go back to your bed.
He doesn't need to be on camera every
No, he
minute.
doesn't want to be covered in
This is
dog
about
hair.
Star Wars.
I got you, buddy. I'm not going to drop you. Go back to your bed.
Good Tucky.
You good? You good? You gonna be okay with all those wires? You're having trouble getting through, aren't you? There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. Oh my God, he's literally the cutest baby. All right, what do we have over there?
A little tri-logo action.
All right.
There's some money in this box. I hate to call it money, but it's
Which
money.
number is that?
I think it was 1.
Oh, you're in 1? You're doing 1 now?
Oh wait, well, should I wait for 1?
I thought we were waiting for 1 to like.
Oh, let's just do 1.
Alright.
There's more. You know, it's not like the other stuff is dog crap. It's not like we followed Tucker around.
What is next for Tucker? Orange doggo flight suit. Tucker has done that
I
costume.
almost dressed into that today.
Tucker has done that costume. Tucker had his very own cosplay calendar for this year, and he did X-Wing.
Yeah, I saw something burnt.
Is that these?
Yes.
That's interesting.
It's a weird smell for a figure.
Yeah, it's like a plastic smell.
Quite what I was expecting.
The inside of toolboxes often smells funny. Maybe it's the toolbox
It's
itself.
exactly what it is. It's 100% the toolbox.
Weird. Our mother had a toolbox that had a strange smell in it.
Very
All
strange
right,
smell.
camera
Like
2.
rusty, weird. All right.
Tri-logo Death Star gunner.
This one has the big UPC.
He again is last 17.
Now I want to show you guys the back of this because there's something very interesting on it.
What is that?
It's like a weird paper, like sticker kind of thing that pops off. I actually want to investigate this a little closer.
All right, you can investigate
Yeah,
that. We'll
go
go to
into
the
the
next.
next thing.
Tri-logo Endor Luke. Stormtrooper Luke, Power of the Force.
I need that.
Stormtrooper Luke, Power of the Force. Oh, I need to see something here. That bubble's very yellow.
Oh, wow. This is a Clipper figure.
What's that mean?
German.
Oh, some oddball stuff in here.
Meccano Clipper.
Tri-logo Anakin Skywalker. Sebastian Shaw. And another Tri-logo Anakin Skywalker.
Look at the back of that, guys. Look how neat that is.
So is it in German?
So,
Can I read it?
I'm actually confused.
It's unpunched.
It's an unpunched. It's tri-logo, right?
Mm-hmm.
On the back, it has this weird thing, this
Yeah.
paper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get it in
Is
shot.
that stuck over?
It's a piece of paper that actually like folds out, but I'm not going to unfold it. With like an ad on it
Yeah.
that clearly says Benelux Amsterdam Brussels Clipper.
Wow.
And then underneath it does say Palitoy. It also says PDP Spain. It says Meccano and Clipper. So it's like a shared card. I don't know enough about this to even speak on it. I just know that it's really freaking cool and weird. Look at that.
It was wild.
That is wild.
Interesting, that's for
Nostalgineers.
sure. Yeah.
This is the
Ricardo-
guy on the Yuze card with the calculator.
Oh, Death Star Gunner.
Famously,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, Death Star Gunner is hard to find, especially his gun. He's the last 17, and he's sought after because people army build him, and he's a super cool looking figure. He's the guy that like flicks the switch when the Death Star blows up Alderaan.
Did you go all the way around here already?
I did.
Oh, I didn't even. I'm so excited about this. I didn't even look. All right, we got a Luke, Battle Poncho, 2 Stormtrooper Lukes. Okay, it's cool. One's unpunched, so that's neat. Anakin's.
Look at the Anakins. It's not a photograph. It's art.
It's art of the
Isn't
the
that
ghost.
weird?
It's very weird. Is he the
Because
only figure
everything
who was
else
like
is
that?
photographs.
Is he the only one who was like that?
I don't know.
It is really weird.
He was initially a mail away,
Oh, I'm
so
I
him
know.
on card is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Yeah. Wow. All right. What else is in there?
More.
Okay. We done here? We moving right along?
Yeah, let me put Luke with Luke.
There's another great example of the last 2 Ewoks being blacked out on the back of the card. It's a little nicer, a little more squared up. Oh, hey. The suspense is killing me.
I want to know why he didn't have the 12-back Vader in box 1.
It's just a Vader. It's just Vader. It's no big. No big. Oh, it's Thick Neck Han.
That's a big deal right there. That's a big deal right there.
Oh, now you're finally excited about something?
Well, just a big deal.
I know, Justin's like on Christmas morning.
All right, let's start with this guy. This is just a Warwick.
It's just a
It's
Warwick.
funny, the
Just a
Palitoy and the Tri-Logos, they just throw them in the bubble.
Yeah, they didn't care.
They don't do any work to
No,
like
they
keep it
don't
nice.
care
So
at
there's
all.
a Tri-Logo Warwick, right?
Yeah.
Hanging loose.
Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Pop up R2.
Oh, no way. I need him.
I think it's unpunched.
That is a 92 back Power of the Force pop-up R2.
What's up with his leg?
Here comes the boom. It's stickers on the
There's
front
stickers on
of
the
the
front
bag.
of the bag.
No, I mean, like the shape of his leg. It looks like it's bent in a little bit. It might just be an illusion from the bag.
Yeah, no. Sensor scope R2 on a Jedi card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the screen like...
Tri-logo,
Rapture.
Carbonite Han, last 17. The reflection on the bag sucks.
That's why I'm trying to like raise it up a little. There you go.
Very clear bubble. Tri-logo, 9D9. This guy's arms are always broken. He's not, obviously.
Is 99 the girl?
Yeah, I think so.
99 is the girl.
Yeah.
Well, she has a twin. Another Tri-logo 99.
They're multiplying in the
They
box
are.
there.
Just leave them in there for a few more years. We'll have 7 of them.
Any more in there?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. I can actually start putting these back.
Yeah, you can put them back. There's enough room probably like that you can stick them in the front and in the back.
Oh, R2.
This collection is I mean, obviously, he gave us, the gentleman gave us a very extensive Excel spreadsheet.
The collection wasn't just figures. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah. Everything you see behind us all came. There's hundreds of.
We had a claim sale yesterday.
All kinds of stuff.
We had
placemats.
our best barter count ever yesterday with just some of the stuff from this collection.
Some boxed vehicles, complete vehicles, unplayed with, mugs and placemats.
But not like crappy 90s stuff, like cool vintage 1983, 85.
There was some 90s,
stuff.
but I wouldn't. Crappy's not the word I would use.
No, that's exactly.
Because he
my
did
point.
buy up into the 90s.
He had better stuff. Is there such a thing as an Imperial dignitary without a bump on the nose? Does it exist?
Yeah. Yeah, it's whoever. I mean, it happens in the bubble.
Well, that's because they're just in there. They're just loose.
So yeah, of course
They're just
there is
rolling,
this thing, but it's rare. It's a rare duck.
Camera 2, Selena.
Oh, all right.
Hello, Princess. What is that on the front of his label there? Oh, it's number 8B. That is a tri-logo General Lando.
But wait. There's another. Well, no, there is another tri-logo Lando.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
This is an Imperial dignitary on a tri-logo card.
Yeah.
How's his nose?
Probably all right, but still they bump.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, it's okay.
So when they grade it, the figure gets a
Yeah. Another Imperial dignitary on the card.
A lot of dignitaries.
Yeah. We're very
dignified.
Dignified. Tri-logo.
Roomba.
Roomba?
Roomba's the best.
Roomba.
And again, let me just show you guys that interesting card piece on the back.
They just didn't care.
And that's a clipper. It says clipper.
No one ever thought that these were going to be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars at some point, so they didn't care.
Yeah, they were marketing for kids like me.
Yeah, they're just going to rip it open.
Rip them off
Is that
the card,
Barada?
take it outside and play with it.
That's Barada, yep.
Barada on his Power of the Force card.
He's one of the last 17.
And then a Power of the Force General Lando.
Yep. So there's a tri-logo and a Power of the Force General Lando.
Yep.
Don't worry, she'll hold together. Hold together, baby.
Oh, man. Wow. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what I've got back here. I've got box 6. There's something special in box 6, just like there was one.
We don't know what we have here retail wise because we don't know what's going to get graded, what's not, and how much we're going to have to invest in grading and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it was a worthwhile investment. Can we say that? We could say that.
Yeah, I can say that.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say.
I'm really about grading. Like, I want to grade because we've really never gone that way, and I'd like to elevate ourselves and go that route with some of this.
Elevate ourselves, eh?
Yeah. Elevate. Yes, it's time. I would like to elevate myself. Yes, it's time to be elevated.
I mean, we've been on TV.
I mean, you can see if you look back into the history of Farpoint, the different moments in time that was sort of like a pivot point for us as a business and as toy people. I think that this might be one of those times. Wow, what is up with him? Neat. The Rebel Commander's mustache looks cool.
That's what's his name? That's Cliff Clavin.
It's not really Cliff Clavin.
It's John Ratzenberger.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you messing with me?
Well, what's funny is the picture on the card isn't,
It's not him
but
at all.
the guy playing him in the movie is.
The guy on the card is not
So
even
when John
the guy with the
Ratzenberger
mustache.
signs that sometimes, he colors in a mustache on the guy on the card.
You're messing with me.
No.
You're Andrea Bocelli
I
me
am
right
not.
now. You are.
And he actually says, I'm still friends with the guy, and he thinks it's funny that I do this.
I don't believe you.
Of course you don't believe
I
me.
don't believe a word that you're saying right
No.
now. All right, camera 2.
Are figures graded at the same price as comics?
Place.
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 No,
Comics.
no.
AFA?
AFA. Well, there's
There's a
multiple
bunch of
grading
different
companies
yeah.
for all of it, and I'm sure we're gonna get some comments on this. But I think the most
camera
known or like the industry standard still for comics is CGC.
Yeah.
Although CBCS is very popular with people.
Yes.
AFA is kind of the industry standard with figures, but then there's CCS that also does it.
Yeah.
But typically the industry standard ones, everybody has issues with all different things, and I'm not getting into all that, but there's a percentage higher of what those sell for because those are the industry standards.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
Yeah, CAS will do it. AFA for figures. AFA is the gold standard, I guess you could call it. 79 back, removable limbs, 3PO on a Jedi card. Jedi Greedo.
Oh, that's cool. Guess what, guys? You probably don't know this. I love when they do the original movie figures on later cards. So he would have originally been a 21 back.
Yeah. Rebel Commander on a Tri-Logo card.
Cliff Clavin.
One of my personal favorite figures from the Star Wars line, Lobot on an Empire Strikes Back card with a Akbar Revenge of the Jedi. Another one of those Revenge of the Jedi.
Wow, man. It's a trap. It's a trap, guys.
It is not, in fact, a trap.
It's a trap.
It is not a trap. Han on a Return of the Jedi card.
Now, I don't remember them being on
65
Hoth and Jedi, so
65
that's
back.
interesting.
Kind of neat.
I thought you smelled bad on the outside.
And an Empire Lando.
Well, what have we here?
Did that come out?
Princess.
That's it. Okay.
What's up, Lando?
Lando's just living his best life. Here, spin it for me loosely while I put them back.
We can try spinning.
No! We
It's
promised.
such a
Oh!
neat... Ho, 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 ho.
That wasn't a happy
We
noise.
promised we weren't going to do that.
Does my singing doesn't do that to you?
Yeah, you're singing. The acoustics knocked it down.
What's Tucker doing?
Tucker is asleep
Tucker's
Again?
with his butt facing
What a life
us.
he
That's what he
lives.
does.
Yeah.
That's his all day task. Unless he's looking out the window bird watching. He's a
One
big
of my
bird
favorite
watcher.
characters. Very cool, very cool. Neat,
I
neat,
can't
neat.
believe there's this much in this. Is crazy.
It really is.
Is that everything?
There's one more thing in here, but it's special enough that I want to talk about it by
All
itself.
right, we'll wait for those two at the end. Oh, no, that's not even... Oh, those are
No,
there.
those are here in him.
All right, camera 2.
Who else we got here?
Empire...
That is an Empire Bespin Guard. It is considered Bespin Guard B. He is the African American.
What's the offer he has on there?
Free Forlom?
Oh.
Oh, actually on the front it
Front
says
is a
free
coin.
coin, and on the back it says free Forlom.
What's the coin for?
Buy this action figure, send the proof of purchase seal, the sticker cut not peeled from card, and dated cash register receipt with your name. Boba Fett? It's a Boba Fett coin offer.
Wow.
That's interesting. Boba Fett coin offer. Over a Forlom sticker offer, which is then on the back as well. So that's interesting.
That is interesting. That's like a double offer.
Yeah, that's
Can I
weird.
do them both? 2-1B on a Tri-Logo?
Tri-Logo 2-1B. I love 2-1B. There's something about his face I just love.
He's got 2 turntables and a microphone.
So this is
Snaggletooth, 21 back on an...
Empire.
on an Empire card, again with that Forlom offer, which is printed on the card. So there was a sticker over the printing on that other one.
Okay.
Yeah. Kind of neat. Is that Dengar? My guy, Dengar. 41 back Dengar ESB. Up here we've got,
He's got the
a...
same weapon as the Hoth snowtroopers.
He does. Imperial Commander.
Now he is on an interesting back. I don't even know what this is. Is
What's
this a
it?
Canadian? This is Canadian
What's that
Kenner.
splash sticker say?
Star Wars action figure survival kit offer. That's actually printed on it.
So that's the ESB survival kit that came with the
Now this is
backpacks and the masks.
backpack.
this is
Yeah.
French Canadian. So it's Kenner, but it's Canadian. It's got
Oh.
the French on it.
Can you read it?
Sure. Star Wars action figures. Figurine de la Guerre des Étoiles. Yeah. Okay.
And Chewbacca.
Chewbacca on a Return of the Jedi.
So there you go. You got
back.
a guy that's original 12 on a
And
Palitoy, I think.
Palitoy.
Yep.
Killing it.
In English.
I'm
In the
learning.
Queen's English.
No.
That translates to,
It doesn't.
can I have some tea, please? My name's Eliza Crunchley.
You're gonna make Tucker sit up and take notice?
Gonna
Why?
make me puke in my mouth. 77 back. Did we do him already?
Yeah,
77 back.
No.
Commander.
He's also considered Admiral Veers, I think. No.
Piet.
Piet. Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
interesting. Piet. All right, camera one, Selena. I'm gonna put these back in here,
Is that it for that box?
except for him and those.
Well, this isn't anything that special.
Put it up here. I think it's cool.
He's just a very popular figure.
I mean, I think it's cool.
Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Boba Fett.
Empire card.
Empire Boba Fett.
What back?
40.
He was originally a mail away too, if I recall correctly.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
back in the day.
Well, he
When
was
you
a
didn't- when you
20
didn't-
back. They did him on a 20 back. Which
That's his first incarnation.
yes.
Yeah. So that's just neat. It's cool. It's Boba Fett. It's got a neat back.
I
It's
remember
showing mini
seeing
rigs
the-
and stuff on the back there.
As a kid, I remember seeing the advertisement for the figure, the mail away figure of
Come on.
Boba Fett, before I knew who he was.
Is that the end of your thing here?
That is the end of this
All right,
box.
I think I have
yes.
one box left. It's not a tackle box, though.
Huh?
Yeah, it's the one box that's like an odd shape.
Oh, I didn't realize there's vintage in there?
I think so.
We're about to find out, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it's just the 4.
I only have 3 over here. I thought you said there were 8 tubs.
There are.
So do you have 5?
No, I have 4.
Well, they've caught me. I need to run now.
I thought there were 8. We do have a list someplace. I could be wrong. It could be 7.
I thought I had a square one. Oh, I reused the square one to put the loose figures in, but there were carded figures
Yeah,
in
maybe
that.
it's just 7.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I think
There
box
were 8.
8.
Box 8 was a weird shaped box.
Yes, box 8 was Power of the Force or something, right?
I don't know where it's at anymore.
It
Yeah.
was under the table.
But I started using it for the
loose complete
figures. Yeah.
collection that we're going to do.
All right, so we can just look at these last 2.
That's right, I fetched that when we were looking.
So we went to the collection.
Should I take these out?
When he sent us the list on the collection,
Are we going to take them out?
we're fine for now.
All right.
You do what you want. He sent us the list on the collection. We emailed it to us and we looked at it, and some of the stuff, if he didn't know what it was, he just put like, in for instance on these.
He had he knew what he had. He said they were Spanish.
Yeah.
It just said Leia card Spanish.
With a question mark.
Now, that didn't even have a question mark.
Oh no.
It just said Spanish. And, to me, that means Lily Letty. Turns out, they're not Lily Letty.
One figure gratis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's free.
So these are, I don't even know how to pronounce this name.
We've never heard it said out loud.
We've never heard it said out loud. It's spelled POCH.
We say poke.
Poke.
Might be poach. Might be potch.
PBP. Poach. POCH. However you want to say it. They were basically the Spain version of Palitoy. They were licensed to do these figures in Spain. And they did them. They did a good run of figures.
Yeah. The odd thing about these figures, for the most part, right,
yeah.
is that they are factory seconds.
That's from what I understand. Every poke figure is actually a Hong Kong figure that did not pass quality control, and they ended up just getting, at least in the beginning when they were doing these backs, they were just bad figures that no one else wanted.
Now, when she talks about the back, so this one actually has a little bubble crush.
Yeah, be careful with her.
Yeah. But when she talks about the backs, you ever seen a Star Wars figure with the back? We thought these were fake at first.
Well,
until we really started looking into them.
The real reason I thought originally that these were fake is if you look very carefully at Leia's name, it says Layla Organa Bespin on the cover, on the front there. So that immediately tipped me off that there was something very weird
So
about
we looked
these.
at them when we were buying a collection, but we really didn't think much about it. We were like, okay, they're probably like some kind of weird knockoff or fakes. You know, we paid what we paid, and they were part of it, and we put them in the thing.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, we started doing some research. And
it turns out that these are so rare that people on the internet will tell you that they don't exist and that you don't have them.
It's true.
Yeah, I've been mansplained to a few times about these. They are very rare outside of Spain. It is difficult to find them.
And people like loose, they're difficult to find, and they're difficult to
differentiate.
They're difficult to lock down because they say Hong Kong on them. They don't say POCH or POCH or PvP or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's like certain things people look for to make sure that they are probably out of the POCH, realm. But these are carded, and that's really rare. When we say really rare, we mean really rare.
You want to talk about go find one? These are the definition of go find one because you can't. They are just not. They're not a thing that happens out in the wild. You don't find these.
I'd love to ask the guy how he wouldn't remember how he ended up.
He would not have remembered. So you can go back to camera one real quick.
What does the blueprint on the bottom of Bespin Leia say?
Down here.
That's Hawk Leia, but
down here.
Yeah.
It's the company stamp.
Okay.
It's like just the POCH or POC, like their logo, and it's just kind of stamped over. This one probably had it underneath. You're trying to go find one, and you're messing up everything.
Oh dear.
You don't even remember where the mic is. Go ahead and play it. All right, we get the idea.
We need to set that up so she can hit that with a button.
We really do.
Or we don't, or we could just not do that at all.
Yeah,
so these are one thing that's really cool about these, aside from the fact that they're just so freaking. Listen, when I say that when I did research about these, there are literally people on the internet that say these don't exist. They don't exist. They do exist. What's really cool about these, and I'm gonna try to show this.
What they say is like you're like I think I have like a really rare poke, and they're like no you don't.
Yeah.
Like that's how rare they are. People are like no you probably don't.
No, you don't. Unless you lived in Spain or this came from Spain, you do not have this. So there's just some interesting things on the back of the card here. Sen, you can go back to camera.
I wonder how many of our VIPs right now are trying to research POCH Star Wars.
I don't know if you guys can zoom in on the card back there, but some of the figures are shown on the back with the wrong weapons. They're just like thrown together there, which is really cool and weird. These are just fantastic and bizarre. And I'm just like kind of speechless because you don't expect when you walk into a nice old gentleman's house to find these in a box. We've been doing this. You can go back to camera one. We've been doing this. I'm not an expert by any means. I don't pretend to be, but we've been doing this for over a decade professionally, and as amateur collectors, we've been doing it for 15 years. And when I say it, I mean collecting toys, being into Star Wars, that whole thing. We've never even heard of POCH until a week ago.
And I love that there's still things we're learning. I love that we're just learning more stuff. Every collection, there's something. No, not museum.
Yeah, one of our VIPs has asked if we're going to keep these for the museum.
Who asked that? I gotta see. We do have a museum here.
We have a fantastic museum here in the store that we're very proud of. Our goal with Star Wars is that we want to have a complete Kenner run, including droids and Ewoks, and we're like 3 accessories away.
Yeah,
from
we're there. This will be like the second or third time we've actually put together a complete collection.
Yeah.
We paid too much for this collection to keep what is potentially the highest priced stuff in the collection.
Just to give you guys a sense of these, the last.
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. Listen, I could things like this are all over the place.
Ricardo is that museum.
But a carded Bespin Leia in 2013 loose did what did I say?
I think it was a Lando, wasn't it?
So there's POCH doesn't come up very often. The last one that sold on eBay was a Lando, and I think he did 5,300. Ungraded raw.
Anyway,
there was a Leia in 2013 or 15 that did 58.
We are not knowledgeable enough to actually put a number on these. That's really what it comes down to.
There is a AFA non-NG non-graded Yoda up on eBay right now, POCH, for $14,000, and that's Yoda.
Not graded. It's sealed.
It's NG.
It's an NG,
it's
which
encased
means
in acrylic.
Yeah. What is NG? Why is it not graded?
It's an NG because there was a slit in the bubble, and I think one of his accessories was missing.
Oh. So anyway, we don't know. These are probably, we're going to talk to Hakes. These are probably going to go to Hakes to be put up for auction because we do not have a clientele for these. Unless you're a a high-end collector and you want to reach out behind the scenes and make us an offer that we just can't refuse. We don't know.
They are at least getting graded. I think personally I would feel a little better about their well-being if they went from us to Hakes and from Hakes to grading.
So to us, when we sell comics or art or something like that, if we tend to go to auction with it, we go to Heritage. Because Heritage is great for comics and art. They're really known for that. Hakes is really great with Star Wars and pop culture toys.
Yeah, I feel like Heritage is great for investment pieces.
Yeah, they're a little too, stick their nose up.
They're a little bit, I don't want to say they're snobby or anything.
No, but they're
their
Star Wars figures.
Their clientele is more about investment.
Yeah.
Whereas
if
Hakes,
you have the cover for Amazing Fantasy #1,
yes,
you go to Heritage.
Whereas Hakes is more for the collector.
Number 15.
The discerning collector.
Yeah. And we want these to go to a collector's hands.
Yes.
We might get $10 for them. We don't know.
I mean, for all we know, the old man made them in his basement. But
we saved them for last because we think they are insanely rare. But we don't know. He might have made these last week. He might be really good at it. They're vintage, obviously.
I'm excited. They're exciting. The unknown is exciting.
The Bespin Leia's bubble is amazing.
The Bespin Leia is the nicer of the two.
She has her gun in there, I think. They both have guns. Oh, I thought you said one didn't have a weapon.
I thought the Bespin didn't have a gun.
The Hoth Leia, she has a gun under her foot.
Great.
The Hoth Leia has a crushed bubble with a little bit of, and it's a little bit.
It's cracked.
A little cracked at the top.
So I'm a little worried of the gun falling out. So we're gonna put her right back in her bag.
Yeah, but she's got the gratis.
And on the back, the sticker is on the back as well. So we have...
Mira las instrucciones.
What we have here...
Mira las instrucciones. Look at the instructions al dorso. I don't know what al dorso...
On the back?
Oh, probably, yeah. I thought back was atrás.
Well, a dorsal fin on a dolphin
is
on their back, so I would think that maybe that's what it means.
There you go.
We have here, and then just to look at the backs again, we have the only two examples in all of Star Wars history of legit horizontal backs. We have a 41 back A and a 41 back B here with the poke. So we've got...
Hey, VIPs, you saw it here first.
As I smash it in.
Rare. We've had rare stuff, guys. You've seen rare stuff.
Lead a camera to this. I want to
get
like a great...
These are potentially... I hate to get my excitement
I don't want to get excited.
These are potentially the rarest things we've had in our store, besides custom-made one-of-a-kind things. And we've had some original art. But as far as produced action figures...
These... We've had a DT Ben in the store.
We have. Yeah, all right, so that might be the rarest.
Yeah,
we've had a DT Ben in the store, yes.
I don't know,
DT Luke, DT Vader.
But here's the thing. I'm not going to pretend that these are more rare than
carded
a DT.
Scratches.
I'm not going to pretend these are more rare than a DT Ben.
They're certainly weirder.
But when I'm on the internet and I say, hey guys, I have a DT Ben, no one is going to be like, no you don't. I said in a group, I have these, and someone was literally like, you honey, dear, you really probably don't have those.
Oh, honey, dear. That was me saying that.
Oh, darling. Darling.
Oh, darling.
Nobody called me darling. I'm being slightly dramatic. But, yeah, these are... I don't know.
Here,
I can't wait to find out.
Let's do a thing so we can have
a fantastic thumbnail?
A thumbnail.
My face is stupid. The Farpoint logo is there. I messed it up.
There we go. Yikes, that looks scary.
And there's our thumbnail.
I stupidly put the Farpoint logo right where my face is. It should be down here, and I'm a dumbass, and I put it right where my face is. All right, is this, what do we got?
That's all the carded figures. We're good. Thank you for watching.
This was the entire run of the 113 amazing carded figures from this fantastic, epic haul.
Do a count. We're not sure it's 113. Make sure it is.
It better be, because that's what we paid for. Guys, if you are watching on this on YouTube after the fact, please like and subscribe to our channel. If you are not a Farpoint VIP, you are missing out. The cool kids got to be here live while we did this recording.
There's a link in the
there's a link in the description, and it'll probably pop up here on the screen somewhere if I decide to do that. Thank you for watching.
Yep. Check us out on Peg Warmers. We've done a lot of episodes with our friend Kevin on a channel called Peg Warmers.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
We get the least views, but the most excited comments. And we get the least views, I'm going to tell you why.
Because we're not...
We're not on Hack the Movies and all that. But also, we're not... We always do the weird toys.
Yeah.
We're not doing G.I. Joe Classified.
Yeah, I did My Little Pony, and I think it got 1,200 views, which I think is one of his lowest viewed videos. But we like doing the weird stuff. And every one of the comments, the people who are watching are super engaged. They're not just watching because some guy from some other show is on there.
Yes.
They're watching because they actually give a shit.
Hey, we like the guys from the other shows.
I do, and listen, that's God bless.
Yeah. We are not the lowest common denominator ones. Like, we're going to go up and film again with some oddball stuff again.
I'm going to bring up...
I want to be like, hey, man, can we just do, like, G.I. Joe, like, get it to 1 million views or something?
I'm good. I don't need 1 million views.
All right, guys. VIPs, thank you for hanging and watching.
Yes.
We'll stay here in our VIP group after we go off and talk to you guys for a minute. But, yeah, join our VIP. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. we do a live claim sale on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We always sell all kinds of stuff. We always do this. We talk a lot.
We do. We never shut up.
You'll see Tucker.
Oh, where's Tucker? Tucker.
All right, Tucker, say goodbye.
Yeah, end it on Tucker. Tucker.
Tucker, say goodbye.
Say goodbye.